Eric, have you heard? There's a new electric car, a new electric startup company. It's gonna beat Tesla. It's gonna be the big new thing. It does 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. It can go 300 miles of range. Have you heard? There's another one? It's a Delorian. Great Scott! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another car rant. You join me, of course, in my room. Where else would we be? And I'm here to talk to you about what you've probably already guessed from the intro and the title to the video. A new Delorian has come out. Now, I, of course, am a huge fan of the Delorean. I mean, as anyone should be. It's a fantastic car. Yes, I love Back to the Future. It's probably my second all-time favorite movie, right behind Ford vs. Ferrari. I love the Delorean. I really do. But not just because of how iconic it is in Back to the Future, though that is, some of it. It's just a cool car in of itself. I own a Pontiac Fiero, if you can't tell from the intro and all the other videos on my channel. I love the Fiero. I love it. And the Delorean sort of came before that, and it was sort of a similar car. It has a V6, makes around 130 horsepower, similar to the Fiero, and you could get a 5-speed manual or a 3-speed automatic, same as the Fiero. And I really like it. I think it's cool. It's, a super different car. It flopped really hard when it first came out. It's all the ingredients for me to like it, basically. And it's just cool. It's got freaking gull-wing doors in its mid-engine and all of that. I love it. It's a fantastic car. And, of course, extremely iconic, if not purely because of Back to the Future. But recently, there was a company who said, oh, the Delorean, that's iconic. I can milk this. And of course, we have a new Delorean coming out because nothing original comes out anymore. No, I'm just kidding. But there is, in fact, a new Delorean, and I figured I would make a video about it because, honestly, I'm kind of excited for it. I saw it, and, normally it's like, oh, here comes a new car that's, bringing back the brand name for something from the past, and immediately it's like, oh, well, nobody cares. It's not as good as the old one. But I thought this one actually, it has potential. And so I decided to make a video about it. So let's get right into this. What the heck's going on? What is this? This is the Delorean Alpha 5. You can get some pictures up here. First off, you can probably tell already a few things about this car. For one, it's very different. It's very different from the original Delorean. It's all electric. Of course it is. It's a new car. It's all electric. I'm assuming it's four-wheel drive, but that's not actually given. In fact, there's not a lot of information about this yet. This is sort of the pre-release teaser, and then there's going to be another release at the Pebble Beach Auto Show in August. So later on, we'll get, I guess, more details and more things about it, because there is quite a lot of mystery about what's going on with it right now. But basically, we just have the concept photos, renderings of what the car is actually going to be and look like. Other than that, as far as stats, it can go over 310 miles, I think, on a single charge, standard. And it can go 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. It's an electric car. I'd be surprised if it couldn't. So, I'm sure it'll be fast and efficient and yada yada, everything that electric car is. However, we need to talk about the Delorean aspect of it more so. So let's look at the styling then of this new car. This is the Delorean Alpha 5, like I said. So it's kind of weird. Like, Delorean Motor Company, DMC, is out of business. Obviously, they stopped after the original Delorean and all the controversy about that car. Then there's this Texas company that, as far as I know, they own the rights to Delorean. They bought it from them. I think they've been making replica Deloreans, but I'm not sure about that. And basically, they own the rights. They decided to come out with their own car. And in fact, they're trying to make this into a whole lineup where you have a Delorean, then we'll have like an SUV, because of course we'll have an SUV. And then another sedan and a few others. They're trying to make a line out of it, a whole product out of it. But first off, this car in particular. We'll talk styling. So this is, like I said, extremely different from the original Delorean. The original Delorean obviously was a mid-engine, gas-powered sports car, similar to the Fiero. This, however, is not. It's a 4-seater car. It's not mid-engine, it's electric. I don't know what you would call it. And so they've definitely changed up what it's it's not a sports car, it's more of a sedan. Though I hope they keep sort of a sporty feel to it. And so this already has been kind of mixed feelings. If they'd gone with an electric sports car, sort of an affordable sports car that's electric, there's nothing really in that category. To get an electric sports car, you need there's no electric sports cars. It's all hypercars that make 10,000 horsepower, or sedans like a Tesla, or crossovers, of course. So I think that would have been cool if they went for sort of a lightweight Tesla Roadster kind of thing, where they keep the gull wings, they keep a similar shape, but it's electric. They make it sort of its own thing, but much more reminiscent to the original DeLorean. I think that would have been pretty cool, and there's nothing really else in that segment. But we get another electric sedan, which, Tesla has the Model 3 and the Model S, and those are like the best-selling cars. Interesting category. I think it could have been cool to do a lightweight electric car, which we don't have any of, but nonetheless, it is a sedan. But aside from all of that, it's very different from the original DeLorean. It does a different thing. As its own car, I have to say, it's really good looking. I think it's honestly a really good looking car. And it is not a crossover, which is refreshing. That's nice, at least. And you do get some cues to the DeLorean, as this is named after. For one, the best one is the gull wing doors, obviously. It has full side gull wing doors, similar to the Koenigsegg Gemera, where it's a four-seater, but with two doors. This is kind of the same thing, where there's no pillar, and it's just huge gull wing doors, and it's really cool. I love how that looks. And it's just a really clean design. Now, originally looking at it, I'm like, it doesn't look anything like the DeLorean. But actually, there are a few things. For one, the back I do really like, and it has the louvers coming down the rear, which is very reminiscent of the original DeLorean. And even has a spoiler which comes up, which I do think is pretty cool. And I think that kind of lends it towards being a sporty, focused car, as it should be. And just around, there's some cues, like the wheels I think is really cool, where they did a really nice job of updating the original DeLorean wheels. And it looked pretty cool, I have to say. And I was getting really excited about this. And you look in the interior, and it's really clean and minimalist, as every new electric car is. But wait, if you look at the picture, enhance more. Are those climate control buttons? This car might actually have buttons in it for the climate control. Imagine having a knob, something as simple as turning a knob to adjust your temperature. Imagine that. That would be so incredible to have on a new car. I hate sliders in the screens, it's terrible. But honestly, just all around, it's a good looking car. Now, I don't think it comes in stainless steel, which is too bad, but it has the gull wing doors, it has the louvers. Some of the dimensions are kind of similar. They could have done more, perhaps, to make it look like the original DeLorean. But honestly, it's a really good looking car, I have to say. I really like how it looks. Now, there are a few things about this. Like I said, I wish it was a bit more true to the original DeLorean, rather than making it a four-seater car. Like, if they took the Fiero and updated it to a four-seater sedan, I'd be like, what? Why would you use the Fiero name for that? But obviously, because of just the legend of the DeLorean, they're able to do this and get recognition for it. Like, if this wasn't called a DeLorean, nobody would care. Literally nobody would care. But because it is, it's got all this, interest to it anyway. So there are a few things other than that I wanted to talk about. Now, I've been looking into this and researching it and trying to figure out, okay, this is pretty cool, where is this going to sit? Is it going to compete with like a Model S and be like a, top level sedan, or is it going to be like Model 3 where it's supposed to be more affordable, like $40,000, $30,000? Where are they going with this? And well, we don't know, to be honest. Like I said, there'll be a further release later in August. However, it's kind of weird. Is this actually going to be a production car is the main question I had. Are they going to make this, and are they going to make it like I can buy it if I have the money, or are they going to make like two of them and call it a limited edition thing, and then we'll never hear of it again? Well, to be honest, nobody seems to know that either. I've gotten mixed reviews. The main thing seems to be that they're going to make an initial run of them that are not going to be street legal. They're going to be track-only cars, which is kind of weird. If you look at it, this does not look like a track-only car that, other manufacturers do. You get like the FXXK from Ferrari, or like that Lamborghini one that's not street legal. These are track cars. They're race cars that are on the track because they're can't be driven on the road for legal reasons and all that. Like, they're made a purpose-built race car. But this is a four-seater sedan that's not allowed to drive on the road. Kind of weird. I'm not sure why you would buy it to only drive it on the track. It doesn't really make any sense. I already don't like track-only cars, but it's like, this is a four-seater road car sedan that's for the track only. It just seems like a weird combination to me. And then after that, there's supposed to be street legal ones that may follow. I don't know, we'll see. That seems like a big if. Hopefully we get more information about this in August when it does come out. I like it. Like I said, it looks cool, and if I have to get an electric car, just seems like a pretty good option, you know? I'm tired of Teslas and get a Tesla. It's all there is Teslas. And I don't like them because everybody has them. This would be something different. It'd be something cool. It'd be, you know, reminiscent of the Delorean. And I think it's really good looking. I think it's cool. And I hope that they're able to make it sort of a production car. Now, making an SUV and the other, you know, cars that they want to make, I'm not a big fan of that. We'll see if it actually happens. There's a lot of promises out there about startup companies. We'll see if anything actually comes from it. But so far, as these renderings of this car, I think it's pretty neat. Let me know what you guys think. You know, there's definitely some controversy about this, which is understandable. The original DeLorean, everybody agrees is so cool. But we'll see if this actually does anything. So thank you everyone for watching. That was just sort of a quick update video. I wanted to give you my thoughts on the new DeLorean, what I thought about it, give you some information about it, and we'll see if it actually turns out to be something really cool, and if they actually build one. We'll see it in August at the Pebble Beach, Concorde Elgon, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye. Do I have to dab? I guess I do. I'll dab one. There we go. Keep it going. Anyway, goodbye.